of where we are coming from since June 13th to date, look at what we have achieved, areas that we need to improve as we enter the year 2024. So with your kind permission, I have a little speech to read. Thank you. Honorable colleagues, it is with a sense of gratitude, fulfillment, and pride that I address you today for the work we have collectively accomplished since the inauguration of this House on 13th June 2023. Over the past 6 months, the House has been a beacon of democratic values and a testament to the power of collaborative governance. Dear colleagues, in the short span of the life of this Assembly, we have suffered some misfortunes, including the death of Honorable Abdul Qadir Dambuga, member who represented Isa Sabon Birni Federal Constituency of Sokoto State. Earlier, the member-elect representing Jalingo, Yoro, Zing Federal Constituency of Taraba State, Ismaila Maihanchi, died shortly before the House was inaugurated. We are saddened by the recent death of Mojisola Abayomi, the young daughter of Honorable Benjamin Adeyemi Olabinjo, and the father of Honorable Solomon Wombo, His Royal Highness the Tar Kasina Alam, Dr. Benjamin Feza Wombo, who on Wednesday, 27 December 2023, passed to eternal glory. We also received with shock and sadness news of the demise of the Right Honorable Gali Umar Naaba, former Speaker of the Fourth House of Representatives. Honorable Naaba was an icon of the legislature and a dedicated lawmaker and patriot. May we rise to observe a minute silence in their honor, and also the souls of those who died in other incidents, including our late governor of Ondo State. Executive session. May the soul of the departed rest in peace.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I want to appreciate you and thank you for the opportunity given to me. And I will go rather straight, since you have given me the opportunity to raise the matter under matter of urgent public importance. It has to do with Rule 8, Sub-Rule 4, 1, 2, and 3. And the motion is on the urgent need to condemn and investigate the gruesome Christmas Eve killings in Plateau State of Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, this has to do with a number of persons that have been killed. Over 200 people have lost their life under this, and I want to beg the leave of the House to suspend our rules to allow me to present the motion I so submit, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Any seconder? Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, my name is to condemn and investigate the gruesome Christmas Eve killings in parts of Plateau State. The House knows that on the 24th of December at 22 hours, the following 12 villages in Bokos, local government area, were attacked: Ndum, Nyang, Mudfed, Mokundari, Tamiso, Chiang, Tahari, Waraba, Dares, Mayanga, Darwat, and Butura company villages, according to preliminary police report. Further notes that similarly on 24th of December 2023, at about 22:44 hours, 3 villages in Barikiladi, namely Nti, Kurum, and Dawarat, were also attacked. Informed that the findings from the assessment of the ugly incident in Bokoso government area revealed that the total number of villages attacked were 12, 221 homes were set ablaze, 27 motorcycles were burned, 8 motor vehicles were burned down, and 79 persons were killed, while 17 deaths were recorded in Barikiladi local government area of Plateau State. Further informed that the death toll from the various attacks at Bokos, Barikiladi, and Manguloko government area of Plateau State has surpassed over 200 on the 29th of December 2023, with many others seriously injured, according to several news sources. Aware that Chapter 2 of the 1999 Constitution, as amended, particularly Section 14.2, provides thus: it is therefore accordingly declared that the security and welfare of people shall be the primary purpose of government. Further aware that up to this moment, security agencies are yet to identify the perpetrators of this heinous attack that has claimed hundreds of lives of innocent citizens and destroyed properties worth millions. Worried that if these dastardly acts are left unchecked, they will escalate with time and worsen this already volatile security situation on the plateau. Further worried that further escalation in these killings may lead to conflagration in the whole of north central Nigeria, which may spill into other geopolitical zones in the country. The House therefore resolved that the Honorable House should, as a matter of urgency, observe a minute of silence in respect of the soul of those killed in the recent Christmas Eve attack in Bokos, Barikiladi, Manguloko government, and other parts of Plateau State. Direct the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to immediately assess the extent of the damage and displacement in attacked communities within the said local government areas with a view to providing necessary relief materials. Urge the Inspector General of Police to immediately conduct a detailed investigation into these attacks with a view to identifying the perpetrators and bringing them to justice. Urge the Honorable Minister of Defense to initiate a coordinated joint security operation within these local government areas and adjoining towns located in Plateau State, Bauchi, Gombe, Taraba, and Nasarawa states to flush out criminals and bandits and prevent them from escaping to other states. The House appreciates the efforts of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria by sending a delegation high-powered promptly to the affected communities through the leadership of the Vice President. Urge the Chief of Air Staff to collaborate with Chief of Air Staff to provide aerial surveillance and support to flush out criminal hideouts and camps. 6, urge the Departments of State Security Services and Director of Military Intelligence to gather intelligence information on the influx, camping, and operations of criminal groups within Bokos, Barikiladi, Mangu, and other villages in the areas and adjoining towns, and share same with other sister security agencies. Urge the Chief of Staff, Army Staff, to establish military presence, bases in the said local government areas and other volatile areas of Plateau State. Direct the Committee on NEMA, Defense, Army, Air Force, Police, and legislative compliance to ensure compliance and furnish the House with a monthly report until the security situation is resolved. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I so submit. And Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I want to bring to the attention of the House, too, that I have on the list over 35 persons who have indicated to co-sponsor this motion. Honorable Ishaya Lalum, Honorable Kingsley Chinda, Honorable Ali Jesse, Aliu Madaki, Usman Bello Kumo, my brother leader, former Falake, Betera, and the many hosts of others. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much, colleagues. I want to appreciate your keen interest and listening. Thank you. You are part of it. Your name is here.
Looking for seconder to the amendments first. Is that why you raise your hands? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. Very seriously, this Christmas is a black one for our country, Nigeria. The Christmas where we recorded over 100 citizens that were gruesomely murdered. This is not an incident that ordinarily this country would not have avoided. It was an avoidable one. From the accounts we got, letters were sent out, warnings were given by the murderers, but we are sleeping on this. If you recall, Section 14(2)(b) provides the salt of every government. That is provision of security of lives and welfare of the citizens. And clearly, if salt loses its saltiness, it is not worthy of anything other than to be trampled upon. If a government cannot provide for the security of our citizens, then that government is not worth it. And let me also remind us that we form the second arm of government in our country, Nigeria. I am tired of standing every day to observe 1 minute silence. The lives of Nigerians should begin to matter to us. Those over 100 persons in Jos that were killed could be our brothers and our sisters. In fact, any member of this parliament could have been there. Let us have that feeling. We can no longer fold our arms and watch these things happen. And every day we will stand here, take motions. We need to begin to act. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, this is not the first. This is not the second. It might not be the last unless something crucial is done. I will call on this House to reflect on the security situation in the country today. One life, just one, could be life of Kingsley Chinda, and it is as important as any other life. And we don't know what will happen next. We can go on and on, but because of the business of today, I will simply pray that we can no longer allow these things in the hands of the security agencies and do nothing. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, let us set up a very strong ad hoc committee, even if we have agreed that we will avoid ad hoc committees. This is so important that it will require the best hands here that will be neutral to investigate the root cause or causes of these things and come up with clear solutions, legislative solutions to enable us to make our own contribution. Let us not stop at observing 1 minute silence and taking these motions. Let us go to the field and find out what is wrong with our system, why we cannot nip these things by the bull, why people will write letters, threaten that they are coming, and nothing happened, and they came, and Nigerians were killed. I will urge us to please support this motion and also add this prayer that a strong ad hoc committee of the House be set up to investigate the causes of this and provide legislative solutions to us within 2 weeks. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, my dear colleagues.
Okay, that is the implication of what the leader is asking. If we are to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate, then all other prayers, as originally forwarded, will be null and void. Yeah? Because you can't set up an ad hoc committee and still refer this matter to other committees as well. So we need to be guided.
Other prayers are asking for security formations to be set up. Some are asking that measures be taken in the immediate. It does not conflict with the fact that we can set up an ad hoc committee to investigate into the root causes of this and advise us on legislative solutions, whilst the security agencies should take immediate steps, as prayed in the other prayers, to forestall further occurrences pending the conclusion of this investigation, sir. So I don't think that my prayer is to
It has conflicted because once you set up an ad hoc committee, there is no need for referral to any.
Withdraw the call for amendment for additional prayers. Else, what I have in mind is that those prayers should stand.
So
and
we
then an ad
take
hoc
the first
committee-
prayer, isn't it? I think there is a prayer before the request for ad hoc committee, right?
Yes, sir.
So
that,
it's still
that all those prayers stand
okay.
and an ad hoc committee
No,
be set
that's,
up.
that's
sir.
okay.
Thank
That's
you, sir.
okay.
Thank you.
Your point.
Right now, there is an attack of bandits.
Honorable, you cannot, when somebody has rise up to make an amendment and you change the topic. We have to
No, sir, I
second
just
this
want to
on.
bring to the, because
Hold
we're
on.
discussing. It's the same banditry. I just received a report now that bandits went and attacked my village, a village in my constituency.
That has nothing to
And,
do with the
no,
subject matter.
I just-
We are amending the prayer of a motion. That has nothing to do with this. You are bringing an entirely new thing.
Wait a minute.
Honorable colleagues, is there any member
Because there was,
who may wish to support
Mr.
to
Speaker,
second this?
because there was-
Speaker of the 10th Assembly.
Is order.
Most distinguished colleagues, arise under Order 8 through 5, which is personal explanation, to do just two things. One, this is the end of this year's section before we embrace 2024. Your Excellency, you have reeled out the achievements of this 10th Assembly. And we are amazed with what we have achieved as a team. We also need to commend you, and that is what I've stood up to do. That your leadership has brought these ones together, has increased the cohesion among us. Your leadership has united the nation, has cared for the people we represent, and we need to commend you for that exemplary leadership. But beyond that, I want to also thank you and the membership of this House for finding out time to come to Bende yesterday to unveil the initiative of peace in Southeast. That has given my people a great sense of inclusion, where the North and the South all converge in Bende to say we are in support of non-kinetic approach towards resolving our problems in the Southeast. I thank you, honorable colleagues who came. I'm happy that you came safely and you left safely. I want to thank the emirs who came, the emir of Vichy, the emir of Kano. I want to thank the Oni of Ife. I want to thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who was represented by the Vice President. I want to thank the Senate President, the President of the Senate, represented by the Deputy Senate President. Thank you for bringing huge amount of members to Bende. I really appreciate you for doing this. It's an encouragement towards this peace, and we will reciprocate when the need arises. You have stimulated peace conversation in the Southeast, and we are promising Nigeria that this peace conversation will lead to the national cohesion, national loyalty that is expected from Southeast. Thank you once again, and God bless you.
Thank you, Excellency. Presentation of report.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.